good.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Monday, June 9th, 2025, episode 1727.
6'9".
6'9". Damn, they fine,
Nice.
right? Damn, she fine.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Damn dirt fine.
Damn
Sock
dirt
it to me one more time. Get low. Get low.
Yeah. But it's Monday. How was your weekend? How was your all's weekend?
It's great, Wes. It was a good weekend. I thought pretty solid little weekend, man. Pretty solid little weekend, I thought.
Good.
Absolutely.
Anything
Yeah,
interesting?
good.
Anything you want to share? Anything
Good. Oh,
You want to talk about that weird text you sent? Or...
Did I send a weird one? Who sent a weird one?
You want to talk about that weird text that you sent personally, or
What weird text? Me?
yeah, you want to talk about the weird text you sent?
To you?
I'm joking.
Oh.
Almost got him. Almost got
I'm
him.
fucking with you guys.
I was like, the gambling text?
Oh no, that's not weird. What's weird about that?
Well, I guess I'm not supposed to be gambling. But I will for this one.
Yeah.
Hammer Lowry, British Open. Hammer him hard.
Shane Lowry.
Mike Lowry. Oh man, good weekend, solid weekend. Went
Good.
Home with the kiddos, bro. Just did the
Nice.
kiddo shit. Did the kiddo shit, man.
Fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, the news is popping off. It's been the past
Lot
like
of-
4 or 5 days have been crazy news days.
A lot of news out there.
Yeah.
A lot of news out there, man.
Well, let's get
Takes us
into it because
away,
I know
man.
we've each got 2 stories, so I think we might go a little long. So we'll just get into it.
Let's do the news.
Okay.
Okay, I just got back from the lawless hellhole that is Los Angeles.
Ooh, you survived.
Thank God I got out of there.
You're like Snake Plissken. Escape
Like
LA.
Snake Plissken, bro. Escape from LA. Classic movie if you haven't seen it. Don't start there. If you're new to Carpenter, start at New York, okay? Then go to LA. It's a different movie. It's trying to do a different thing. So don't judge it on its merits alone.
I
Okay?
agree.
It's a 2-movie series. Okay?
I don't think I've seen either
right.
of them.
Here's what I'll tell you when I was out in LA. I stayed on Formosa Avenue, the place I've been staying forever, because my college roommate buddy, James A. Bear, shout out James A. Bear in the new season of Euphoria, someone to look out for.
Oh,
used to
he's in
live
Euphoria?
Oh, big time. Big time. I got a little...
Does he fuck Sydney Sweeney in Euphoria?
He doesn't F-S-E-S-E.
Did he fuck her in real life?
Yeah,
No. He's
single.
very focused on his acting, okay? He's a serious actor, okay?
I'm going to assume.
Oh
he
yeah.
fucked her.
Okay. Too focused.
he-
Fucks Sydney Sweeney. All right, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't do it.
I'd derail my whole career.
Yeah.
Some say I do something real wrong.
So he didn't get a shot, you're saying?
I don't know. Look, that's not the point.
Right.
My point is he lived
Did
on
he fuck her?
Formosa Avenue forever. I used to go visit him there. I stayed there for years and years. Every trip to LA, Formosa Avenue. Randomly got an Airbnb on Formosa Avenue again. A lot of homeless. A lot of meth heads. Riots? I don't think so. But I will give LA that. Okay. Here's what's going on. There were a lot of ICE raids in LA over the weekend. There was one at like a Home Depot. The Trump administration has been kind of, moving the ICE sweep around the country, ramping it up. There were lots in New York, lot in LA.
Yeah, well, there's San Diego before,
Santiago.
right? And then that was a big one, but the LA one's bigger. Yeah.
If you know anything about Los Angeles, Southern California, a lot of Latinos there.
Yeah.
Go figure. Who knew? Who knew?
It does have a Latin name.
Yes, Los Angeles. And there were protests, okay, about the ICE raids. Some blocked traffic and some got a little heated. Some folks threw eggs. Some threw rocks
Huevos.
at ICE vehicles. Huevos? Yeah,
Huevos.
Some were cracking. You got to crack a couple huevos to make an omelette. And they were doing that. 2 police officers were treated for minor injuries and released. 100 people were detained.
Ooh, yeah, a lot of arrests. Yeah.
One guy burned a car in Compton, and then a guy on a mini bike, which I love. I love it. I don't know.
Was that
I don't get-
unrelated? The car burning?
No, it was related
joking.
somewhat, but look, to call it a riot in Compton is really inflating what it is. But back to the guys on mini bikes, adults on mini bikes. What is that about? Do you know what I mean? Like you could just buy a motorcycle as an adult grown man, but there's these men, you see them often in big cities.
Define mini bike, because when I think mini bike, I think of what probably you had growing up, but today's mini bikes are like mini motorcycles.
Yeah,
I think of like really low to the ground.
Yeah, like
really low to the ground.
Mini bike.
Like a monkey on at a carnival.
That's pretty much what I'm talking about. I'm talking about both of these things. If you've ever seen a gang of these things, sometimes it's the mini motorcycles. I don't fucking get that. Sometimes it's traditional mini bikes, which are like small mopeds. I don't get that either. But like I brought it up to Kate one time, and she goes, well, you know, Pat, maybe some people can't afford full-size motorcycles. I said, that's where you're wrong. Anyone can afford a full-size motorcycle. If you have $200, you can get a shitty but full-size motorcycle. What's up with the mini bike? Anyway, whatever.
Do they not do the thick-wheeled e-bikes that are like, that's what's going on in Austin a lot, is those really thick tires, the electric bicycles, but they go really fast.
I think it's a culture thing. I think the mini bikes is a culture thing, kind of like.
I want a picture of this.
Yeah, I think it is. It's part of the culture.
I'm gonna get one for you. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I have a screen share here. I'm gonna put it up real quick because I gotta get your take on it. This is really the most interesting part of the quote unquote riots that are taking place in Los Angeles. It's this guy here. Where is he? Where's my guy? It's this guy here on a mini bike. Here he is. Okay, so there's the car that's on fire.
Well, it looks like a riot.
That's a single car that's on fire.
It's not great.
It looks like a lot of people surrounding it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burning cars.
Those like dirt bikes.
No, but look at this little guy. Look at this guy in this little bike. Here, watch him.
They're like circling it like Mad Max.
Yeah, that's a mini bike for sure.
What's up with him?
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah, that's little.
Look at him go.
That's low to the ground.
It's low, brother. That's a low bike, man. Anyway, that was the extent of it, pretty much. But
no one died, right? Like it was
no one died. It's not a riot, guys. It's a protest that someone said. And by the way, someone setting a car on fire in Compton. That's what Compton does.
Yeah, it's not a riot until there's a car on fire in Compton.
That's what. That was right across from Dan's Donuts.
Yeah,
where
there's a mini bike.
The riots take place. Anyway, in response, Donald Trump ordered 2,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles in what sure is to cool out tensions with the crowds.
I heard they were thinking about the Marines too.
Hegseth said, yeah, let's get the Marines out there. Gavin Newsom didn't like that. He said, that's really pretty offensive, dude. The authorities in Los Angeles are like, we got this, bro.
So it started because the ICE raids were going to like places like Home Depot and like popular restaurants, right? And they were just arresting people.
Yeah, it's what you'd think would happen. It's an ICE raid, and then protesters showed up, largely peaceful, almost exclusively peaceful. Some people, threw an egg or two or a rock, and then that car got lit on fire. And a lot of people are saying Trump is looking for a reason to send in the National Guard. I don't know. That's you could be the judge of that, but he sent in 2,000 National Guard troops. The last time that's happened without the request of the governor of a state was in 1965, when President Lyndon B. Johnson sent troops to Alabama to protect civil rights demonstrators. That was the last time. So pretty similar.
That is kind of similar. Yeah.
At the request of the governor. This is not at the request of the governor. Yeah, pretty similar to that.
Whenever I hear National Guard, I always think, they're going to kill someone.
4 dead in Ohio. Yeah, I mean that's what the California leaders are saying.
Well, they don't go in with cool tension. They don't go in like trying to shake hands when they get sent in.
No, that's true. Here is Trump's statement on Truth Social, just to give it to you so you can take a look. Again, this is just the facts segment. You take it for what it's worth. The once great American city, Los Angeles, has been invaded and occupied by illegal aliens and criminals, now violent insurrectionist mobs. See, if you use that word against them, they can't use it against you, are swarming and attacking our federal agents to try and stop our deportation operations. But these lawless riots only strengthen our resolve. I'm directing Homeland Security's Kristi Noem, Director Hegseth, Pam Bondi, blah, 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 to liberate Los Angeles from the migrant invasion and put an end to these migrant riots. Order will be restored, the illegals will be expelled, and Los Angeles will be set free. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Nice ending.
It's like a HR.
He's calmed down a little with his less capitalizations.
Elon deleted his pedo tweet, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he deleted that for whatever reason. Newsom said, we didn't have a problem.
Threatened to fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. He said, I'll take you to the island.
Yeah.
Newsom said, we didn't have a problem until Trump got involved. This is a serious breach of state sovereignty, inflaming tensions while pulling resources from where they're actually needed. And Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary.
I don't think anyone thought this was going to go smoothly.
I think they're right on the precipice of a problem, right? And I don't know if the National Guard's going to help that or push it over the problem area, but like, yeah, I think they're approaching problem. No deaths, but it was getting a lot of people are out there throwing rocks and stuff.
Yeah,
and
but people can be out there peacefully protesting. I mean, I guess we've seen what a real riot is,
absolutely.
Right? And there's always going to be bad actors in protest.
Right, but it's not a peaceful protest when you light cars on fire and cops get injured. That's not a peaceful protest.
Well, one guy was like chucking huge rocks. I'm not saying they shouldn't be out there protesting because
I'm not saying it's a riot, but I'm not saying it's a peaceful protest.
No, what I meant is it's a largely peaceful protest. I agree when you're throwing.
Yes, I don't think it got to riot status yet, but it's
not National Guard level.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you bring them in to stop it from getting there.
Right, but maybe you push it over the edge by bringing them in.
You never know.
It's a gamble.
A lot of people are saying that's what that's about. I don't know.
We'll just kill them instead of deport them.
Caroline Leavitt. This is pretty interesting. Let's see. California's feckless Democrat leaders have completely abdicated their responsibility to protect their citizens. That's why President Trump signed this memorandum deploying 2,000 National Guardsmen to address the lawlessness that's been allowed to fester. The Trump administration has a zero-tolerance policy for criminal behavior and violence, especially when that violence is aimed at law enforcement officers trying to do their jobs. These criminals will be arrested and swiftly brought to justice. The statement from the sheriff's office at Paramount, California, was like, "We got it. No, yeah, we're on the same tip. Keep them at home."
It's a tough job being an ICE agent.
They do good with riots out there in LA.
Under Trump's second term here, that's a tough one. Not a popular job. People don't want to see you coming. They make like they make like tax agents. They're
not popular in that community.
Claus.
That's for sure.
They're not popular in any community. Like, to be honest, like no one wants to see them coming in their neighborhoods and to their favorite restaurants.
But if you got a good restaurant,
Home Depot, their schools and shit. I understand that they're.
But it's good when they get the murderers and stuff out, though. That is good.
True.
The National Guard. Oh, the ICE. Yeah, ICE.
Yeah.
I mean,
we want the violent ones out. Yeah.
ICE should be. I mean, like, look, ICE should be allowed to go into prisons and get the murders out. Do that.
Well, it's like you created this huge problem.
But this is ridiculous
for a long time with not enough judges and all the coyotes getting people in and stuff, and you have this huge problem, and now you're trying to quickly deal with it, which is probably a bad idea. So like you're like. It's a tough situation, but then laying the hammer down is not necessarily the best option.
Mark, how do you get rid of a hornet's nest? Do you kill them one by one, or do you just spray the nest?
I don't know, but there's lots of trolling going on the internet.
Sorry, that was a bad.
Have you tried the thing where you put like the cone over it? Have you had the balls to do that? Like get up, wait till they're sleeping, and just put a bag over it.
That's dumb.
A lot of people trolling and posting January 6th riot videos and being like, "It's getting shitty in LA." Anyway, lighter story, better story. For the last week, guys, Ed the zebra, who is a zebra, has been running a fucking muck in Rutherford County, Tennessee. And as of Sunday, he's been detained.
Oh, man, he was loose this whole time?
They got Ed's been out for a fucking week, bro.
Yeah.
Just absolutely destroying. Here's a picture of Ed in his detainment.
Oh, they got him. They got him in a harness on a helicopter.
Yeah,
that's the harness. That's the helicopter of shame right there.
Yeah, he's in timeout.
He looks so shameful.
Oh,
they got him down. Man. They're gonna let him down, Mark. Don't worry. They're gonna let him down, guys. Taylor and Laura Ford, who are the folks that got Ed, they're his owners, his keepers. They got him on May 30th. What's that?
He's a pet.
Yeah, or he might be a working zebra, but I don't know.
He's not like at a zoo. He's like,
no.
He's
owned by some folks. Maybe they have a ranch. I don't know. But yeah, he's a version of a pet.
Yeah.
They got him on May 30th, and they were pretty fired up. They were telling neighbors about their zebra, Ed. Maybe he's named after Ed Hockley, the referee. I don't know. They were
Mr.
telling
Ed because he's a horse. And
could have been Mr. Ed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They were telling their neighbors and their friends how secure his pen was, and how much he loved it in his new enclosure.
He got out within a week.
Yeah, but god darn it, wouldn't you know it? Less than 24 hours since they showed Ed his new home, like a 1940s prison escapee, the horse was donning stripes and he was on the lam. They had him for less than a day before he got out and got the fuck around town, man. Here's some videos of Ed Just absolutely just being Ed, man. Just Edding around. Look how fast he's running.
Yeah, dude, let Ed go. He looks awesome.
Look at him go. Just galloping next to a car that's filming him. He trips up a little bit.
Stumble. He almost broke his leg.
Here's Ed in a field. There's Ed on a ring cam.
Oh, how cool
That's
is
cool.
that?
He's in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Cruising through a neighborhood, yeah. That was the day he escaped.
Not something you see every day.
No, it's not at all. And look, the people of Murfreesboro and whatever other town is there in Rutherford County were fired up, man. People love Ed. He's a local hero. I mean, Ed was going viral as shit. And I guess he was spotted and filmed running along Interstate 24. That was the video I just showed you. And that forced deputies to shut down the roadway. Now, that's a riot, man. But Ed, he escaped into a wooded area. They lost track of him, guys. And Ed was purchased by the couple from a breeder in Texas, which means Ed's a Texan. He's a Texan zebra. And if you know anything about Texans, it takes a Texan to catch a Texan, especially a wild one. And that's exactly what it took. I'm talking about Tango 82 Aviation, guys, an outfit out of Fredericksburg, Texas, offering helicopter flight instruction, tours, wildlife capture, and much, much more. I got to show you a real quick hype video from these guys to show you exactly what they do, because it's absolutely amazing. Let me see which one this is. Right, where did you go? Here you go. Here's a net capture. Oh, there's that. They're just loading up the copter at twilight, getting ready to go out on a ranch hunt. Hogs hate to see us coming. And there's them netting deer.
Oh, they shot him.
They netted him. They
Oh, well, yeah, net gun, yeah.
And then they killed him. Net gun.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool, right? Yeah, let's throw that deer in that sick deer. Let's tag it. Let's bag it. Let's let him out the net.
The net boys.
So what
right,
they did
guys.
is they hovered above Ed and shot him with a tranquilizer, probably.
They shot him with a fucking net, Wes.
Oh, they got him with the net, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they netted him. Yeah, Texas. Yeah, Tango 82 Aviation. Yeah, guys, just like James Bowie and William B. Travis almost did for Davy Crockett at the Alamo, these Texans had to fly up and bail out the Tennessee authorities.
You know where Ed should have hit is in an illusion. Good luck finding him in that. You know what I mean?
Can't.
One of those black and white illusions, like a Twilight Zone type thing.
I think Trump just sent those guys to L.A.
Yeah, just net them.
Well, yeah, he might see how successful the zebra thing was. bunch of illegal
use you
immigrants
in
and
LA.
protesters getting netted.
Yeah.
That's
Catch
true.
like 5 of them with one net. Little guys.
A lot of catchings going on.
Ed's hopefully going to be back at his enclosure in Tennessee, and he's going to be comfortable there, I hope. Kind of like I am.
Well, did they focus on rebuilding the fence during the week?
Look, Laura and Taylor said it's been a stressful week, Mark. I doubt they spent any time.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
Peeping up the enclosure.
He's going to be
Ed's in
out
the house.
tomorrow.
He's in the house right now. He's in the garage.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, everyone had a good laugh. I don't know who paid for it. Do you get billed for this, like Sherry Papini, who made up when she got kidnapped? I don't know.
You should. There's a lot of resources being used to find your fucking zebra.
They shut down the goddamn highway.
Yeah. You should at least be told to rebuild your fence before they give them back.
Anyway, guys, I hope Ed's comfortable like I am, because I'm rocking a true classic.
Oh, you look good.
Yeah, thank you. I want to be straight up honest with you. I have a long torso and short legs. And even though I'm probably on the bigger side of an XL, recently, unless I'm rocking a double X, I'm not really comfortable. I went to Target, bought some shirts, wasn't comfortable. And then True Classic had sent us some shirts previously when they sponsored our show, and I bought 8 of them. I bought True Classic polos, I bought True Classic V-necks, I bought True Classic crew necks. And when I'm going through my shirt drawer, if it doesn't say True Classic, and I'm being dead honest with you, I'm not wearing it.
Right.
This has totally replaced every shirt in my drawer. Solid colors, stylish. They fit you better if you're a bigger guy. And they're really comfortable, man. They have some of those cool blends. They have a straight cotton. They have a poly blend. They're absolutely amazing. And, yeah, they're helping men show up better in their daily lives. And they give back to underserved communities, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I love True Classic. dead honest. It's the shirt I'm wearing almost every single day. Just went out to LA, and before I got out there, I know I had a bunch of meetings. I didn't want to look like a slob, so I brought my True Classic polos. They fit me perfectly. I got the army green one. Kate was like, "That looks really good on you." I said, "Thank you."
Also,
So thank you.
the comfy pants. I don't know what their official name is, but damn, they sent us 2 of those. Those are
pretty
comfy.
good. Yeah. Anyway, forget overpriced designer brands. Ditch the disposable fast fashion. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, and built to give back. You can grab them at Target, Costco, or head to trueclassic.com/hardfactor and get hooked up today. That's trueclassic.com/hardfactor. Make sure you go to that link.
They are fabulous. I just did laundry and folded about 8 of them myself, which is just what I like doing. I like folding True Classics. Let's talk about another great company that is sponsoring this show. One that I am a huge fan of because I use it regularly. That's Cash App. Cash App is my go-to money app for sending and receiving cash. I use it for our Hard Factor lottery pool, besides a few morons who refuse to sign up for it, just to make things harder to keep track of for me because they don't like me, I guess, Mark and Will. It works amazing.
Hey, I'm signed up now, baby.
There you go.
Money sign Hard Factor.
Woo!
Cash App Hard Factor.
I signed up for it because of Wes, and then I loaned him money when he was on a vacation overseas on it so easily.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Sometimes,
now that he didn't have the money, just didn't have access to the money because he was traveling.
That's right.
But it was instant.
Yeah, I don't know if I had the money, to be honest with you.
I loaned it. And it was instant.
It was instant. Save the day. I can instantly withdraw the funds right to my bank. Boom. There it is. One of the things I love most about Cash App is their card. When my son was in summer camp, instead of sending him with cash, I just added some money to the card and he could use it anywhere debit card is accepted. Plus, it tells me what he's spending the money on. I also can't tell you how many times I've lost my real debit card, and Cash App has saved me because I have the card. If I need to just add money from my bank account while I wait for my real debit card, boom, there it is. It's amazing.
Genius.
And you can buy whatever you need. So it's also safe and secure. Cash App has your back. If you're about to send money to a sketchy account, a scam warning pops up, and that makes me feel happy and relaxed that I know that Cash App is looking out for me. And yeah, it's just the best. It honestly is the best cash app literally out there. For limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download the Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code HARDFACTOR in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. That's free.
Well,
that's free money.
Both you make 5 if I'm doing the math correctly. You send 5, you get 10, so you made 5, and you sent 5, so they get 5, so they made 5. That's free 5 for both.
Yeah, and they can send it right back to you, and then they get 10 if they sign up. It's amazing.
But no, that doesn't make sense. But
sure,
because they would have to already be signed up for you to send it to them. But
so our math guy, Les.
No, I caught you on that one. But
I think that if you both sign up today, someone sends you $5.
The thing about having a math guy, the whole point of it is you trust what he says without questioning it. That's the point of the math guy.
It's a money tree, basically.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, you get $10 dropped right in your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. All right. Let's go back out to California. Guys, imagine this. You are, I can only assume based on the video I'll show you guys, a lesbian special needs teacher living in California. And after a long day of dealing with spilled drinks and breaking up bite fights, your shoulder hurts from holding kids back, from ripping each other apart and reaching for cups under tables, right? So you go to the local weed store to buy some CBD relief gel to soothe your overworked shoulders. What you don't know is that
my jaw probably hurts too, you know?
Yeah. I mean, everything hurts after a day with those guys.
TMJ.
Yeah.
What you don't know is that little trip to the CBD store will strain you financially and mentally far more than working with special needs kids ever could. And that is a story of Linda Matheson, who, again, after a long day of separating her class's most notorious biters, like Dana White separates UFC fighters at press conferences, went down to Peninsula Vape in San Bruno, California, called San Bruno Exotic. Okay. And upon purchasing her small bottle of CBD gel for $129.28, holy shit, she was, of course, like every fucking store in America now, was prompted to leave a tip, right?
Yeah.
So feeling generous, she decided a 4% tip was in order. After all, the clerk did call her sir and was very friendly. And what happened next changed Linda's life forever.
I mean,
I'm gonna
4% is kind of it's pretty. I just bought weed in LA, and I was like, what do I give you? What do I? You're so high.
What'd you give him?
$5 on like $100.
That's what
5%.
Linda wanted
5%.
to leave. That's what. And here's the story. And Mark, I apologize to you. This clip's gonna be so long that you might lose your mind, but it's necessary. Here we go.
I'm just livid because I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $5,000 for something I never intended to happen.
This is a story. It's hard to believe. A $5 tip that became $5,000.
Imagine you walk into a store, buy a couple items, and instead of leaving a $5 tip, you later learn some extra zeros were tacked onto your bill. So your $5 tip went to $5,000.
This is the original statement.
Linda Mathieson struggles with a shoulder issue. She went to a Peninsula vape store to purchase CBD relief gel to ease her pain. Receipts show the total for her items was $129.28. Feeling generous yet short at the tall checkout stand, she left what she thought was a $5 tip.
He says, enter a tip. Well, when I did, there's no decimal point. So I'm like this on my tiptoes, and I pushed, I thought, which was only 2 zeros, ended up being 3 zeros. I said, wait, I want to delete this. And he said, I don't know how to delete it.
Instead of voiding the transaction, receipts show the clerk at San Bruno Exotic processed a tip for $5,000. She says she pleaded for him to reverse it, but at first he claimed he couldn't. Then told her he never received the money. But that's not what Linda's bank statement showed.
I don't work here anymore, so
He never erased it, nothing.
Leaving Linda in a state of panic. She's a special education teacher living on a fixed income.
Who would ever, like $5,000? I don't have that kind of money.
How many times have you reached out to Wells Fargo?
22 times. Each time is about 2 hours. Each time is about 2 hours.
Linda tried to dispute the transaction the day this all happened. After dozens of attempts to reach Wells Fargo, she says the bank did nothing. It wasn't until records
Sorry, sir, we don't work here anymore.
Later, Wells Fargo tried to close the case, saying too much time had passed.
According to Wells Fargo, disputes are typically required to be filed within 60 days of the transaction date, and the bank claims to offer zero liability protection to protect consumers from fraudulent transactions that are reported promptly. Yet none of that happened for Linda, a 30-year customer of Wells Fargo.
Because I literally called them within 5 minutes of being in the store.
Instead, nearly a year later, the transaction continues to haunt her. As she's living in this pile of paperwork, now facing interest payments on the exorbitant tip.
I busted out in tears. I'm a single mom. I have
Give her the fucking money back.
I have
What's going on
I've
here?
explained it. I'm sorry. My son is graduating college next week, and I'm like, I can't even buy anything for him because I have a $5,000 outstanding. Now it's $5,500.
This is terrible.
Such a frustrating situation, but I am glad to report within the past couple hours we got word back from Wells Fargo, and they are refunding the total tip amount plus all the interest back to Linda following
It's about
the story.
time.
Meantime, we did stop by San Bruno Exotic, which now goes by Exotic Vapes, and the clerk working there now told us new owners took over in January.
They got
While
nailed.
he's aware of this particular situation and believes it should be handled with the bank, he had no.
So
They're gonna have to change their name again.
they changed their name and then they lied and said they're under new ownership because they knew this story was dropping. So
I mean, Wells Fargo refunded the money, but that store kept the $5,000 tip. That's how that works.
Yeah.
So like that money, that tip was received and paid out to the employees.
yeah,
And then Wells Fargo eventually, after a year, chewed $5,000, which is nothing to $1 trillion company. But that store got the tip.
yeah.
This is what the only justice in America is: go to the local news.
Yep.
Pretty much. Like that's the only way you can fucking get justice.
That's
dude.
crazy story. Yeah.
I mean, fuck that vape store. What was the name of it? We got to give them a 1 star.
Well, we don't know now.
Yeah, well,
Well,
they changed the name. It was San Bruno Exotic, but it's not not named that anymore, and under new ownership, Pat. So you don't go after the store that is clearly owned by the same people, but they just changed their name to get out from under this story.
That's such bullshit. They're not under new ownership, dude.
No, I know they're not.
That's such bullshit, dude.
No, but if I don't know how the tips work, but if it was the worker that got the tip, you're quitting because that's $5,000 is like fucking 4 months.
As soon as that check clears, yeah.
I mean, that's just fucked up. If you're the owner of that store, you got to be like, hey, dude, sorry, you don't get $5,000. Like what? I mean, what else do you expect from a vape store? I mean, that's literally the worst establishment to be calling and asking to have some sort of ethics is a vape store.
Yeah. But maybe there's a nice CBD gel out there that can send Linda some free gel. I hear that 2 300-pound twin brutes with sharp teeth and no thumbs just joined Linda's class. So those shoulders are going to get a workout.
No.
Yeah.
You always end up smoking that solve anyway because it doesn't work. You always end up getting desperate. And
smoke the gel?
Heat it up and eating it or something. Yeah. I've been there.
Let the sun cook it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to a different type of fools in schools. This time a jiu-jitsu instructor. Guys, this is Francisco Iturralde, a.k.a. Sinistro, which means sinister in Portuguese. And he's a second-degree black belt jiu-jitsu instructor, or he was.
Put it back up. It looks like if you'd asked an AI to give you an image of a jiu-jitsu instructor.
Yeah, it does. Here's
he
another
just photoshopped himself in front of the Tron background.
That too.
He used to teach at Del Mar Jiu-Jitsu in San Diego. That is before he did what I'm about to show you to this man. That is Jack Greener. And even though Jack's limbs have been made much thinner by Sinistro, his wallet just got a lot greener, to the tune of $56 million, most of which he will never see because I doubt that Sinistro has the money. After Sinistro paralyzed him during a jiu-jitsu instruction, he was performing on the beginner. I have the video. I'm warning you. It's a little.
You got to sign up for that class.
Yeah, I'm warning you. It's a little graphic, but in the video, you'll see Sinistro took the white belt and really showed him how to crush a man's cervical vertebrae and render him quadriplegic.
You see, it works.
The problem is he demonstrated it on him. And here it is. Oops. Like that. So here he's got the guy in the hold, and then he just flips him, and now
he broke his back.
He broke his vertebrae in his neck, and he paralyzed him right there. Crazy. So Jack sued the fuck out of Sinistro. Yeah, I don't know. But this case got so big that they brought in Brazilian jiu-jitsu legend Renner Gracie, who said in court, the black belt instructor did a technique that placed his entire body weight on Greener's neck, causing him to instantly fall limp and lose all function of his limbs. From the article, New York Post, by Anthony Blair. He
demonstrated it on a court stenographer who he then paralyzed.
Yeah. So this poor guy had strokes as a result of his injuries. It was just weeks before he was due to graduate from college. And Sinistro, who got the nickname for his dynamic, aggressive grappling style,
Sinister,
has now fallen to 44-35, 1-1, with the last meaning total loss of everything, because
oh my
he's
god,
fucked.
dude,
yeah,
the fuck,
yeah. Anyway,
wait, he's got a professional fighting record of 44,
35, 1.
And he's going hard on an amateur.
Yeah,
it's taking his class.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this last part is true, but Greener, who is now a mountain climber and motivational speaker, was first awarded $46 million in 2023, and then with interest, he's now got $56 million. Probably won't see more than $1 million of that. If
how's
anything.
he climbing? How's he climbing mountains?
That's what I didn't know if it was true.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's got a device. Who knows? Oh, one last thing on this one. The best comment of this one.
Climbing a mountain. But okay.
Yeah. He's going up it. He's going up it. From Dano, said, I didn't spot it at first, but when I did, oh my. That must have been really painfully. I think the instructor should have exercised more caution with the beginner, as they don't know how to maneuver properly yet. That being said, I think the instructor must have felt really bad. So Dano nailed it.
And then Dano shuts his laptop.
Yeah.
Puts out a sigh of satisfaction.
At Dano writes.
Dano's
glad I got my thoughts in there. Glad I said my piece.
Wow, I didn't catch the neck snap at first, but after I watched it again, wow, that was painful. So
I love it. Dano's on the money per usual.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly. There's a lot of
I think
things.
these people need to know how I feel about this.
Yeah. Lot of news this weekend. Like 39-year-old Colombian senator and presidential candidate Miguel Uribe Turbay was almost assassinated during a campaign rally in Bogota. Here's like a close-up. I'm not gonna play the video, but see that circle? That's a gun. A 15-year-old got that close to him at a rally and shot him 3 times, twice in the head, and I think once in the chest or torso. And I saw the video. I do not know how he survived because the one shot was worse than Kennedy's shot. Just blew his fucking head off. Really? I don't know what kind of gun he's using, but it's not an advertisement for that gun to be a good gun because the guy survived. He's recovering after being in critical condition after getting 2 point-blank shots to the back of the head.
15-year-old, huh? Damn.
Yeah. Now the other part of the story is he was recovering at the time of this. Hopefully he doesn't, die overnight. The government's not buying that the 15-year-old organized it and planned it all himself, and is offering a $730,000 reward to figure out who concocted the plan and put the 15-year-old out there with the shitty gun.
Who's putting the reward out?
The government.
The government.
Not him, though.
No, he's in a hospital.
What country is this?
Colombia.
Where was didn't a candidate almost get assassinated not too long ago from South America? Where was that?
That was North America.
Oh, one of those influencers got assassinated in Colombia.
That was another guy.
Couple influencers. Yeah, you have to
One
look it
was
up.
in
A lot
Mexico,
of
right?
assassination attempts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe he survived based on the video, but he's apparently recovering.
It also it tells you a lot about a country when you have a 15-year-old assassin too. Like that's some gang shit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like what movie was it from Brazil? City of God. Huge news weekend. I'm not even going to mention that I was today years old when I found out that Hideki Matsui, former Yankee, reportedly had a porn collection of over 55,000 videos, just the biggest porn collection of all time. And he used to offer to pay journalists and tip people with porn. Because he's like, I'm all out of cash, but I can give you 3 Lisa Ann's.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it creepier or less creepy that he was like a Japanese immigrant hanging out
Creepier.
here? Creepier, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah.
Creepier because it's all probably 55,000 American porns.
Well,
they love porn over there too, though.
Yeah, on the flip side, it's like...
Well, they blur out the penis and vagina, though.
Right. It could have been just his culture.
That's why he was so repressed with the Japanese porn. He got to the U.S. and was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
No blurs.
I gotta see what his career earnings were.
Well, he had 400 home runs. Good player.
Right.
He had almost as many home runs as porns.
Yeah. Wow, he made a lot of money, I think.
Good player.
Yeah.
He's no Ichiro. Ichiro's number 1, but he's pretty good.
Oh, Ichiro is definitely number 1. It doesn't say.
Ichiro is number 1. Instead, I'd like to talk about 2 things that Nostradamus couldn't see coming, like me mispronouncing his name. I'm calling it things that not even Nostradamus could have seen coming.
Okay.
All right. First up, mosquitoes might be gone forever. We've talked about this in the past, but apparently Sacramento's going ahead with it, and they're planning on imminently releasing 400,000 sterile, possibly eunuch mosquitoes into the wild to trick mosquitoes into thinking they are pregnant, to kill the insect because people are sick of getting Zika and shit. Zika is back hard this year.
Yeah, fuck me. Get me pregnant. Yeah, you can totally get me pregnant. Fuck me. Fuck me. Oh, that's not my asshole. That's my mosquito pussy.
Yeah. They're not eunuchs. They're not eunuchs. They have to bang the females with their little skeeter dicks and shoot the blanks for the plan to work and the eggs not fertilized. A bunch of female mosquitoes are going to be really confused when none of them give birth. It's kind of messed. It's as much of a mental fucking as physical.
I thought they gave birth, but the new mosquitoes couldn't reproduce.
I don't know why I thought that.
They're cutting default. They're sterilizing them somehow with little needles.
Was they sent out gay mosquitoes?
They're sending out 400,000 gay mosquitoes.
To trick straight mosquitoes.
They're sending out a ton of gay mosquitoes. And the women
fuck it. Fuck it.
Anyways, Sacramento's not the only place talking about doing this. There's been rumors of a global mosquito genocide recently. I doubt that happens, but the reason I say not even Nostradamus could have seen this coming is because according to the film Jurassic Park, mosquitoes have been around since before the dinosaurs.
Yeah, won't this have some terrible some terrible implications, getting rid of mosquitoes?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Pat. So like they've had a pretty good run if they've been around that long, and are currently killing over 1 million humans or so a year. So we decided to fight back, it sounds like. But do you think it's messed up to purposely exterminate an insect that's been around for 1 trillion years? Or are you cool with this?
Kill them all. Kill them all.
Where do you draw the line? What's next?
Well, mosquitoes provide no benefit to nature, to anything.
Oh, they've been around since the beginning of Earth. Or
they're like cockroaches. They're like cockroaches. The cockroaches.
What happens if it has a ripple effect, like a butterfly effect?
I don't know.
Mosquito effect.
Mark, it might get rid of some spiders.
I don't know. That's my whole point. Is I don't even know if I'd be okay with that. That's my point.
Couple updates. Matsui had 175 career home runs and made about 83 million.
Good for him. How many ribbies?
Let's see. RBIs. It's going to take me a minute, bud.
Not on the same page. Got it. Okay. Well, this one, if maybe Nostradamus could have seen that coming. Maybe
760.
That's a lot. Maybe he hated mosquitoes, but this one, if you told Nostradamus this one, he would call you a foul, a malade mental, a madman, as the French say. Timberland, remember him?
Yeah, dude, I just was listening to his 2007 release Shock Value recently. He's awesome. Went down a Timberland rabbit hole.
So you're listening to The Way I Are, Give It To Me?
I was listening to, Timberland, where are you going to run to? And a couple others. Too Late to Apologize was on that.
Oh, man. And 2006, The Way I Are, that was 2007, the Shockwave. That was The Way I Are, Give It To Me. The year before, he had a little bit of a banger album with Miss Nelly Furtado. Ever heard of Promiscuous Man-Eater? Say it right? I don't know.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty little girl.
Mm-hmm.
No?
He's the shit.
I'm a fan of Nelly Furtado. I am.
No one had a thing for Nelly Furtado?
Of course.
I did.
Of course.
Yeah.
Not really. But
She wasn't singing about the Bible almost.
Or and Natalie Imbruglia.
Timbaland's one of the greatest producers of all time. I mean, he affected music in so many different ways over so many decades.
That's right. He had some hits himself, but then, also became a famous producer and killed Biggie, blew up Kid Cudi's car, became a sexual deviant. Oh, that's
Bubba Sparks.
That's a different hip hop producer. Yeah, he's huge. He's still a huge producer. He's been a large, influential, hip hop, R&B, whatever producer. He's mega producer, they call him.
Genuine.
He probably will still be a music producer for a lot longer than Diddy, because he's adapting to the times, adapting a little too hard, if you ask me, because Timbaland has officially signed his first AI artist, Tata, the groundbreaking A-pop, a new term for music, new genre, artificial pop singer, under his new label Stage Zero, and Tata's debut single is dropping real soon.
Do we have anything from Tata that she's put out? No, debut single, you said?
Debut single's coming out.
Okay, but I don't get it, because Timberland's literally the best music creator in hip hop ever. Period.
Well,
hands down. So what does an AI artist mean? It just means that it's Timberland singing with Asian girl singing his lyrics, or what is it?
No, there's another AI company that he's hired with his new company, which is called Stage Zero. So here's one of his business partners at Stage Zero says, Tata is not an avatar. She's not a character. Tata is a living, learning, autonomous music artist built with AI. Tata is the start of something bigger. She's the first artist of a new generation. A-pop is the next cultural evolution, and Tata is its first icon. The artists of tomorrow won't just be human, they'll be IP code and robotics that are fully autonomous. That's what we're building at Stage Zero, says film producer and partner Rocky Mudaliar. And what a piece of shit he is. And these people are. Right. Fuck these guys. Fuck you, Timberland. Fuck you, Rocky Mudaliar, because people are not real happy with Timberland because there's about 10 million aspiring musicians he's passing on for Tata.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
And Tata doesn't have any requests for her green room, though.
It's insane.
What do you mean?
A-pop isn't.
She's not a real person, so he can do whatever she doesn't have any rights.
Oh, right.
You can sexually assault her and get away with it.
Yeah.
If you can sexually assault AI. But yeah, that's the new thing is the biggest music producer in the world is moving full-fledged into AI. He says he sees the path. The path is AI music.
I mean, his whole career was taking a star, writing their songs, recording their songs. So
maybe you didn't hear me, Pat. They said that Tata is a star.
90% of the composition.
You didn't hear him.
Okay, all right.
You didn't hear me.
I got it now.
He's still creating stars, Pat. Tata. So,
I mean, he's probably a billionaire.
Musicians are fucked.
Okay, all right, whatever.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, it's stupid. How dumb are you going to have to be to idolize a fake artist, which is coming? That's going to be a sad state of affairs.
You won't know.
Is Tata going to tour? Is it just going to be like a hologram? And
she can't tour. She's not real.
Sure, she can tour if there's a computer in the room.
That's sad too. Go to that tour. Yeah. That's real sad.
That's what I'm saying. That would be pathetic if it's 50,000 people just listening to Tata that they paid to go see. And also, Tata can probably pump out like 3 or 4 albums a year. I mean, they might not want to oversaturate, but they could.
Easily. You think he's just going to show us her tits?
Yeah.
I've been listening to some AI.
Cute Asian.
Yeah. AI country music. I mean, country music is probably the easiest genre to write for, and to appeal to. But the AI country music that I've heard it's country music. It's right there. You wouldn't know you wouldn't know it was AI. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Well, Timberland's part of the problem.
Okay. Bummer.
That's it. That's the show. Hope you're gonna have a good Monday. Hope you guys listeners have a great week. We love you. Get out there and have a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop!